Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program that I call Tarot, Your Love Story, and this is for the month of March 2018 and is for you coming from Virgo. So let me pull the first card, and this first card represents what can happen for you in the first 15 days, and this is a terrible card. I have to worry that in areas of romance and marriage in the first 15 days of March, you're going to have more than your share of problems. It's a card that shows that you can be abandoned, oh dear, and also you can have so much arguments and quarrels. Let's talk of the possibility of you finding a romance in the first 15 days, and I would say if that happens, be especially careful that you're going to inherit a romance partner that's going to cause you a lot of headache and a lot of problems and regrets. So think very carefully if this person comes around knocking at your love door and say that, oh, I want to enter into your life. First 15 days, think very carefully. And your ongoing romance itself is going to be stretched to breaking point if you're not very careful. And there are words and there are secrets being exposed and there's financial situations, all sorts of things. And because it's you listening to me, this message is for you. You can easily be the victim and you can be let down or disappointed very badly in your love area of romance. If you're married, then be careful that your marriage situation is very much under threat of breaking down. And this threat includes of difficulties of finding disappointments or seeing that some kind of secrets are being exposed, some kind or another. So there's a big letdown waiting for you in your marriage area. I'm not saying that you should be confrontative or be provocative. Take the soft approach, find out gently what is the problem, what is disturbing your marriage partner. Something is not going right somehow. So I've given you these warnings as the first 15 days, very bad in your area of romance and marriage. And now let's see what happens with this card. This card represents your last 15 days. And for you coming from Virgo, they are not much better. And they are showing again disappointments and conflict is terrible. And now there's an ego play as well. And whatever you say and do is not going to get through into your area of romance. So your romance partner is going to be very stubborn and not going to be very much wanting to hear your side of the story. So the conflict will pursue. And if you find a new romance in the last 15 days, again it comes with, well, it's going to be a short-term one from what I see from these cards. Nothing can be pierced, nothing can grow. It's a card where it's metal upon metal. And so there's more conflict than anything else. And as I said, what seeds you plant for a new romance, they're not going to grow for very long. So think of a romance that you already have. If you want to make it long-term, you'll have to work very hard. And you'll have to be very caring. If you are married, your last 15 days are also not very steady. And so romance not steady, the marriage not steady. And if you find a new romance in the last 15 days, treat it as a short-term basis. You will see that it may offer you some excitement and then after that there's no more. So everything is short-term. And in your marriage area, watch out that in this short term of 15 days, last 15 days of March, a lot of trouble can brew. So the whole month of March seems to be provoking you a lot, you coming from Virgo, and you're going to have your back to the wall. Don't give up. If you value your marriage, if you value your romance partner, if you value your new romance, well, look at it gently. Try to take a step back and try to remain calm. But it's going to be tough going for you coming from Virgo for the month of March. Now I'm going to read to you about some lucky dates, so that on these lucky dates in March you may find solutions, you may find help, you may find some kind of support, whether in areas of romance or marriage. And so the dates are going to be the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st or the 30th. On these dates there will be a cluster of planets waiting to give you solutions, waiting to give you new romances, waiting to give you some kind of support in romance or marriage areas. So these are the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th in March where you should bond and go out and enjoy yourselves together to build up some kind of togetherness. Okay? I'm also going to read to you now about your lucky ages. And the lucky ages I've chosen for you are, if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75. If you happen to be of these ages, you'll be very, very lucky. Finding a new romance, you'll probably find a much better one than I feel you can. And your romance areas, you'll find plenty of support coming your way. And your marriage will also have a better time. So these are lucky special ages. But if you're not of these ages, then you'll have to consult me for a 90-minute Skype session where I charge USD 50. And in those 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 6 or 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. And that will be based on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms and face reading you as well. And so with this 90 minutes, I will be helping you to really know how to handle your next 7 or 8 years. So go to Skype, go to Facebook, leave me a message and let's get down to it. I want to give you also now your lucky colors. And the lucky colors that I've chosen for you coming from Virgo, I've chosen the color brown because I see a lot of brown on this card. And so I feel that the color brown is going to help you get some kind of basis. And from this basis of brown is a very earthy color, earth. So earth being earth brings you down back to earth and bring you back to reality. So try and wear plenty of brown. There will be somebody from a zodiac sign who will be giving you some problems. And the person I worry is whether in romance or marriage, or if your marriage partner or romance partner happens to come from Scorpio, handle that person very carefully because plenty of differences are going to come up very fast. And if you're not careful, there can be a lot of difficulties in areas of marriage or romance as well. Stay away from the person Scorpio, or if you are going to be with the Scorpio, try to not show temper and not show anything like that. You can have a very much secret longing from a person who is going to come from Leo. This person who comes from Leo is showing a lot of interest in you because there is a sign here of planets that are very good in Leo. And so if you happen to be married to or a person of romance of Leo, there's a chance of improving your situation. Or if your new romance happens to come from Leo, it can be a very interesting one as well. Well, that's what I have to tell you. And as I said, I'm already Skyping. And so go to Facebook. It's only going to cost you USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. So send me an email, send me a message on Skype or on Facebook, and I'll reply to you. And let's get down to getting your next 7 or 8 years as best as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.